Let's get it. Let's get it. Good. We Gucci. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Mm, 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 mm. What's poppin'? We back. We back with it. We back with it. What's poppin'? What's up with your rock star? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Love from Gulfport. Stay safe out there. I think my mom watches you. Hey, shout out to your mom, bro. Mary Ann. Shout out to your whole family. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. We about to get into it. We about to get into it. What's up, Rockstar? What's poppin'? Indy Moss. Houston, Texas, Acres home checking in. Shout out to Houston. What's good? What's poppin'? She's baiting. I know they gotta be on something. It's crazy. Big up, Rockstar from the UK. Shout out to the UK. Hello, handsome. What's poppin'? Shout out from the flatbed. Hey, be safe out there. Be safe out there. What's that, brother? What's poppin', Bronze? What's poppin'? Always supporting. Happy Sunday. Hit the like button. Hey, I appreciate you, Nicole. Connecticut. Shout out to you, Sandra. Baton Rouge. You already know. Shout out to Baton Rouge, man. Watching from the UK. Shout out to the UK. What it do? What's poppin'? Alabama. Mississippi. My boy, what's good? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I told her about you live. Appreciate you, Marianne. Top of the afternoon. New York, Brooklyn, BR. You already know, man. Shout out to BR. My people. Grand rising to my king. What's poppin'? We about to get into it, dog. Your boys, New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. Your boys decided. They decided to start a Go Send Go. Long time listener. First, shout out to Jersey, man. Shout out to Cali. See, Marianne, if you go troll, be funny. See, you gotta be funny, bro. So your boy wanted to start a Go Send Go. And I told y'all, bro, they guilty. In my opinion, allegedly, man, forget the allegedly stuff. In my opinion, they guilty. That's why that autopsy, they still holding that autopsy. If they was so innocent, that autopsy would be out right now. It would have came out Friday. It would have came out 2 weeks ago. If Nolan's just drowned, that autopsy would have been out. If Nolan's just drowned, his friends wouldn't have did an interview looking guilty with their hands crossed, wearing shades when they went outside to the beach to do an interview, stumbling on their words. If Nolan's just drowned, his friends would have went to his funeral. If Nolan's just drowned, they would have gave his mother his cell phone before, instead of her having to come beg for his cell phone. So we know everything is cap. They trying to get that money. They gonna need it. This is their lawyer money. When people start getting arrested, this is their lawyer money. That's what they really doing, bro. That's what they really doing. This is their attorney money. That's what they already know. The truth about to be exposed. They already know that. They about to know that. Therese, they might come get you. So shut up. Shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole, Teresa. They coming to get you too. God damn it. But this how you know they guilty, bro. This they need this money. This is the money for their attorney, bro. They need this. But we're gonna read, and we got a lot to cover in this video, man. We gotta cover Willie D. Shout out to Willie D, bro, for putting in work. Your boy is like a robot. He putting in work. We gotta go over his video. Teresa here tripping. What's wrong with Teresa? She don't know where she at. A Gil saying go. That's a racist plan. Oh yeah. So I wanted to say that. Thank you, Miss Sugar Lips. Okay. Gotcha. Nah, for real though. Gil saying go. They didn't allow Carmelo Anthony's family to get that money. Because I told y'all, man, all these people on the same team, bruh. They thought that they was going to give Carmelo 35 years, and they took the money away so Carmelo couldn't fight for his freedom. They all in on it, bruh. But these kids are accused of murdering Nolan, and they get to create a give, saying go. With no problems. With no problems. They get to create a give, send, go with no problems. After, how can I put this? After admitting they was underage, drinking, and driving a boat, they still allowed to do a give, send, go. After admitting they was doing drugs on a boat, underage. They need to be reported. That's a fact. How you raising money for underage kids who was doing drugs? But if you go back and look at all the pictures, in all the pictures, they the ones holding the beer cans. Nolan not holding no beer cans. It's them. I told y'all, racist Caucasian people and their little racist Caucasian kids, they love to project. So when they say Nolan was heavily drinking, no, they was heavily drinking. You heard Tristan on the interview. He even said it. He said he was drunk as hell. Him and his brother got in a fight with somebody. And I believe that person was Nolan. There's a petition lined up to stop them. Shout out to everybody, bro. Hey, somebody said there is a petition online to stop them from funding off of Nolan. Hey, pass that around to everybody. And when you report it, tell them these were kids that was underage drinking while driving a boat. Because this is what they love to do. With Carmelo Anthony's father, Jeff Metcalf kept going to his job over and over. And Jeff Metcalf got that man fired from his job. Give, send, go, they so racist, bruh. They didn't allow Carmelo's parents to get that money. But they allowed these kids to get their money. Nolan wasn't drinking. I know, yeah, I already know, bruh. We already know Nolan wasn't doing drugs. We know this. You can tell he wasn't he wasn't. If you look at all the pictures, who drinking in the pictures? Pictures worth 1,000 words. Go look at all the pictures. Who drinking in most of the pictures? Come on. Who drinking in most of the pictures? So Warren's father, and we already know Warren is a liar. We already know Warren's mother is a liar. They deleted their social media accounts because she was on the island. In my opinion, I believe she was on the island. Guilty of premeditated. That's it. Guilty. They all lying. I agree. I agree. They all lying. So they started a gift send goal. The goal is $100,000, and once they reach that, it's gonna go up. We already know. They just mad. I told y'all, bro. Racist Caucasian people are our biggest haters. They are our biggest ops. Whatever we do, they will always copy. They will always copy. Where's his exactly? If he's just drowned, like I said in my last video, where is his lungs? If he just drowned, where is his throat? If he's just drowned, where is his thyroid? If he's just drowned, why is the back of his head bruised? If he's just drowned, where is the original autopsy? Today is what? August the 2nd? So Tuesday, that would make a whole month, and we still haven't received the autopsy. What that tell you? What that tell you, bruh? Come on, bruh. It's been almost a month. Still no autopsy. Okay, and look, that's why I say on this channel, I always say racist Caucasian people, because it's a lot of Caucasian people that's calling them out. But on this channel, I always say racist Caucasian people. I always say that. And the people who get mad at me, I be looking at them like, are you racist? They could have been. It was a bruise, man. Somebody held him from the back of his head and they drowned him. They beat him and they drowned him to make sure he was dead. But that's why his lungs was missing. His throat was missing. Strangulation, all type of stuff, dog. But they want you to believe that he's just drowned. But let's go over this. Fundraiser created by Benjamin Hudson. That's Warren Hudson's father. Hold up. We're gonna read this too. Like I said, you gotta read when you're dealing with these people. You gotta read when you're dealing with these people. You gotta read when you're dealing with these people. Doctor, and all this is public. So I'm just showing public stuff. Dr. Benjamin Hudson. I told y'all, most of these racist Caucasian people, they are your doctors. They are your doctors. They your dentist. They your attorney. They your judge. They no longer wear the KKK robe no more, bruh. Now they wear the white robe, call themselves a doctor. So you think they in there saving the lives of black women when they go into labor? You think they in there saving the lives of black men who get shot? Come on, bro. What you think they doing? What you think they doing? Y'all put that together. And we go prove that he's a racist. We go prove that. And he's a doctor. We go prove that he's a racist. Let's go. The goal is $100,000. Stand with Nolan Wells' targeted friends. You see how they use Nolan Wells' name? First of all, ain't no friends gonna leave their friend on the island and then call a mother and say, don't worry, don't worry. On Independence Day, hold on, I'm reading our comments. They're raising money for their trial. Exactly. They gonna need that money. They gonna need that money. And he talking, well, we gonna read this because this is my first time reading this thing. So we gonna read this. Does anyone know where the petition is? Somebody tell Jack, where's the petition? Matter of fact, send it to my Instagram. Somebody DM me the petition so I can show everybody or whatever. Exactly. They up the goal to 200K now. Oh, wow. Hold up. Did they? Ooh. Please, did you get a chance to listen to the emails I sent you? I'm hoping you did. Actually, I didn't. I'm gonna listen to them after this live. I got you. I got you. Give, send, go. Not this. Here we go. Oh, it's still at 100K. Let me see. Yeah, it still said 100K. Let's see. We all gonna sign the petition. That's a fact. They're very important. Please listen to them. I got you. I got you. We need that petition. That's a fact. The Bible speaks about those specific enemies. I got you, Tana. Tana, I got you. I got you. I report it. Exactly, bro. These were underage kids drinking on a boat, driving a boat, talking about they wanted $100,000. But no problem, no problem. If I had a best friend who I consider to be just like a brother to me, I'm not going to try to profit off their death. Exactly. This is evil, bro. This is evil. But I told y'all, this is what they do. I'm on the page right now. It says 200. Either way is BS. Okay. No problem. I believe you. Yes, because this case is still under investigation and they may be person of interest. Oh, when the truth come out, when this other autopsy comes out, dog, I'm telling you, this is why they talking so much. When you guilty, and look, I put it together, y'all. I put it together. The first two that did an interview was Tristan and Warren. In my opinion, them two was the most involved in Nolan's death. In my opinion. This might not be a fact, but in my opinion, the first two that did an interview was Nolan and Tristan. To me, they are the most involved. Whatever happened, those two are really guilty. Somebody said Warren was recording and laughing while Nolan was getting beat up. Tristan said he got in the fight with his brother and Bart stuff, all that stuff, and he had to leave the island. His uncle said, let's go. There you go. There we go right there. There we go right there. Warren, the one who ain't take a lie detector. Think about it. Warren and Tristan, the first two that talk are the most guilty ones, bro. Warren and Tristan, they are both heavily involved. Those two. If you can't call for a tow, you can call 911. Just that simple. They wouldn't be in this exactly. And what made them call the Coast Guard if it's only 11 o'clock? Why y'all just calling the Coast Guard? Like, what made them call the Coast Guard? They knew something. They already knew what was up. But let's read this, man. Somebody said it went up to 200K. I believe it. I believe it. Staying with Nolan Wells' targeted friends on Independence Day weekend of 2026. Oh, shit. One sec. Lives will change forever. When a group of friends lost their best friend, Nolan Wells, no family should have endured the pain of losing a son, and no friend should have to grieve the loss of a brother. They wasn't grieving. They did an interview with Officer Raccoon, and nobody grieved. I ain't see no tears. I ain't see no empathy. I ain't see nothing. I ain't see nothing. If my best friend died, bruh, I couldn't even talk. If my best friend died in a crazy way, even though we don't talk every day, but if they died while we was together in a crazy way, bruh, I couldn't even talk. These dudes explain themselves. No emotions, no nothing. You know why, bruh? Because they really felt guilty. That's why they talking is guilt. Is guilt. So the first two who started talking was Warren and Tristan. Those two are the most involved, bruh. Them the two that we really have to keep looking at. That's why his father is doing all this stuff. Because they need money for attorneys. Let's read. On Independence Day weekend, 2026, lives were changed forever when a group of friends lost their best friend, Nolan Wells. No family should have to endure the pain of losing a son, and no friend should have to grieve the loss of a brother. But instead of being allowed to mourn, what followed was an unprecedented online campaign of accusations, harassment, threats, and defamation. See, they got a pattern, bro. Racist Caucasian people got a pattern. They know. Remember how they always say black people are always playing the victim? No. They projecting. I told y'all, remember, racist Caucasian people, they love to project. So everything they do, they love to say we do. No. They always play the victim when they are guilty. Always. They play the victim like no other when they are guilty. So now the father, we had the judge play the victim. We had the governor play the victim. We had the commissioner of public safety. He played the victim. The attorney general, she played the victim. The DA, she played the victim. And now we got Warren's father, Benjamin Hudson. He's playing the victim. Oh yeah. We're going to keep reading. But instead of being allowed to mourn, what followed was an unprecedented online campaign of accusations, harassment, threats, and defamation. Dog, this is Mississippi. Of course, people going to speculate. And a lot of times we right. This Mississippi, what you talking about? Since Nolan's death, Warren Hudson, Jax Pitolo, whatever, Morgan Seymour, and many others have been inundated with death threats, threats of violence, and defamation. They have been falsely and wrongly. I promise you, bro, ain't nobody black See, ain't no black American sending these kids death threats, bro. We don't move like that. We know they watching us online. We know they watching us online, waiting for you to slip. We don't send nobody death threats, bro. We want answers. We not threatening nobody. We don't even move like that. We don't even move like that. They have been falsely and wrongly blamed by individuals online and in the media of either directly or indirectly having a hand in Nolan's death. You did have a hand in his death. You know why? Because you left him on, you claimed to leave him on the island. But I don't believe that. Y'all saying you left him so it don't look like y'all did anything to him. I don't believe you left him on the island, because if you left him on the island and he just drowned, why did everybody delete their social media accounts? That was your first sign of guilt. Your first sign of guilt was deleting your social media accounts. That was the first sign. We not dumb, Benjamin. Benny boy. We not dumb. Deleting your social media accounts, taking his cell phone and deleting all his videos, that told us everything we needed to know. We using our common sense, bruh. Come on, brother. Like, we using our common sense. You can't fool us. By them deleting their social media accounts, even the judge, that told you everything you need to know, bruh. They all guilty. Yeah. Conspiracy of murder. That's a fact. But the truth gonna come out. That's why they hiding the autopsy. Let's keep reading. Most of them could not even attend their own best friend's funeral. They didn't want to go because they was guilty. Why? Because race baiters sent a deranged army after them online in the name of justice. That's false. Ain't no state racist like Mississippi. What are you talking about, race baiters? See? Race baiters. Don't nobody even say that word in real life. That's an internet word, race baiters. Ain't no state racist like Mississippi, bro. And he talking about race baiters. He got the audacity to talk to us about race baiters. Come on, bro. Who you think he talking to? They full of it. That's a fact. Hold on. Since the beginning of the investigation, these young men had cooperated with authorities, turned over all the information they had, and provided overwhelming number of witnesses accounting for their whereabouts. Some of them even resorted to speaking up publicly to defend themselves against blameless allegations. It's all lies, bro. It's all lies. Because they did investigation, bro. Bro, we know Mississippi. Anytime a black kid is murdered in a mysterious way, they ain't investigating shit. They go tell you, oh, it's an S word. Oh, it's undetermined. Oh, it's a drowning. Oh, it's accidental. That's the Mississippi way. They never go tell the truth. So, of course, everybody go speculate. And 9 times out of 10, everybody not wrong. Everybody not wrong. That's why they really mad. That's why they really mad. It's right. Will Ashley Cole get witness and evidence tampering charges? Hey, we go see. Nancy King, it's right. You got me in tears, bro. Like I say, bro, you gotta make light out of these situations, because if you don't laugh, bro, you gonna be miserable, dog. So you gotta put some humor in these. And these people funny, bro. Like I told you, most of these people, doctors, attorneys, people in power in Mississippi, bro, racist Caucasian people, they not smart, dog. They really dumb. They just got positions because the color of their skin. That's it. Or they family was in the KKK. Like, they really dumb, for real. That's why everybody can see through them. That's why we moving so fast and they can't even get the autopsy out because they scared. They scared. It's right. Ben Crump got an Art of Dialogue interview. He uploaded 1 part, 30 minutes. Oh, appreciate that. We got to pull that up. They are just cunning. That's it. Let's keep reading. Countless large voices. See, white people can't even lie, bro. When they lie, they try too hard to lie. Why would you? Countless large voices across social media declared them guilty of crimes they could not have committed and have never been charged with. How we know that? We don't know anything. It took them 22 days to just give us the boat audio. And we supposed to trust them? Come on, brother. Come on. Nancy King, appreciate that. Thanks for all the hard work, attention to detail. Salute. Hey, I appreciate you, Nancy King. Thank you for that. Thank you for that 20. The best way to stop give, send, go is everyone needs to report it. Hey. Y'all heard J-Mac. Where's your outrage with the murder of black children I see on a news day? Wise Cat, where's your outrage for the white-on-white crime? I just did a video. Where's your outrage? You so mad at me, but one of your Caucasian brothers just shot up his own people in Idaho. Go do a video about that, brother. Come on. Stop. You mad at me, but you not holding your people responsible. You not holding them accountable. Your people just shot up an In-N-Out restaurant, dog. And you on my live. Stop it. All this white-on-white crime every week, mass shootings every week. It gotta stop, bruh. Y'all leading every stat in crime is led by Caucasian men, bruh. What's wrong with y'all? And then you come in my live with an attitude. Yeah, get rid of him, man. Get rid of him. Sniper gang. And it's right, bro. The YouTube girl in the audio is the key to it all. She's seen and knows everything. We need her name. Let's see. Haunted for sport is demonic. That's a fact. Willie, that's a fact. They went to college. It's hard. Okay. Let's keep reading. Countless large voices across social media declared them guilty of crimes they could not have committed and have never been charged with. Their names, faces, and personal information was spread across the internet. Oh, now y'all care about names, faces, but when it's a black, because Carmelo was 17 years old, and everybody and their mama was sharing his picture. Everybody and their mama was sharing his family's pictures, was sharing his address. His family had to move over and over and over again. Y'all made lies about them. Y'all made rumors about them. Y'all was sending hateful mail to their house. Oh, but when the tables reversed, oh, now y'all want to cry. You got to keep that same energy. Like I said, on my channel, I don't send threats to nobody. I know they be watching. But you can't get mad at other people. You got to keep that same energy. Mississippi is number one, the most racist state in this country. What is Benjamin talking about? He act like he live in some holy land. Dog, you live in the most racist state in this country. They always put the victim, the biggest savage in this country. That's a fact. That's why we make this content, bro. Carmelo's family had to move because exactly. And they had no video. This was all done, mind you. It was just word of mouth that Carmelo stabbed somebody. It was no video. It was no pictures, nothing. So They accused Carmelo without even seeing a video, without even seeing one picture. Remember that. The video came out this year on Juneteenth. It took the video over a year. It took pictures over a year. So they accused and harassed Carmelo's family without even seeing a picture. Damn. Damn. They harassed Carmelo's family. All racist people and raccoons across this country harassed Carmelo's family without even seeing a picture, bruh. And they released a video on Juneteenth. That's how racist these people are in this country, dog. Come on, bruh. Line about a boat sinking. Exactly. A boat wasn't sinking. If the boat was sinking, you had over 3,000 people on that island. They would have helped them. And they were still on the island. The boat was never sinking. I told y'all yesterday in my live, Nolan Wells' murder was planned. It was planned. That phone call, that audio, that boat audio was planned. Now, the parts in the background wasn't. That's why it took them 22 days to give us the whole boat audio. That's why they gave us a GPS of a boat we never seen. They was trying to keep us quiet. We never seen the boat. We never seen the boat, but you give us a GPS. Wow, they did that. Create a give, send, go, and I bet they get the money if one of them are found guilty. Watch. Appreciate the investigative work. Keep it coming. Hey, I appreciate you, Chill RN. And I'm going to hit you back after this live, too. I appreciate everything you do, man. Appreciate that $49.99. Appreciate my people, bro. The murder wasn't planned. It was planned, bro. Them getting caught wasn't planned. Why you think it was over 3,000 people on that island and nobody is saying anything? Why you think even the news media gave us a bogus ass GPS to a boat we never seen? We never seen the boat. We don't know what boat he was on. So why would they even give us a GPS to a boat? To make us feel like they telling the truth. Oh, well, what the kids were saying, it adds up. How we know that? How we know that? They all on code. You all right. Come on, Nancy King. You popping. You popping. They all on code, bruh. But they was expecting Tyler Perry, Kaepernick, Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, and all the social media people. They wasn't expecting this shit in Mississippi, bro. Because this happens every year in Mississippi. Go down to 2024 and 2025 on my channel. I covered so many stories similar to this, but my stories I covered, they involved a rope, they involved a tree, a pole, a light pole with some wires, cops. Yeah, in Mississippi. So this ain't nothing new. They just thought they can do this and get away with it. Them days over. So that's why they so mad at content creators. They trying to sue content creators now. They trying to sue content creators because people connecting the dot, bruh. People connecting the dot. We not dependent on Mississippi to rig up an investigation. No, we not dependent on that shit no more. So if Nolan Wells' life is ruined, hey, people go post your people. They go post everybody who was on that island. And to me, see, this one thing about Caucasian people, especially racist Caucasian people, they might get off with committing a crime, but they don't like to be exposed. They don't like their faces being blasted on social media every day, all day. They don't like that shit, bro. That's worse than going to jail. That's they don't like that, bro, because they have to keep up an image around their Caucasian classmates, college classmates, the neighborhood. Now their image is breaking. They don't like that shit, bro. What content? Hold on, somebody sent me. Damn, I'm tripping. Mine's I 8595. Can't believe Tatum would think Nolan's parents would want to speak with him. Yeah, bro. He, like I say, he trolling, man. He's trolling. But when the truth come out, hey, we gonna see a lot of apologies when the truth come out. Just like Stephen A. Smith apologized to Kyrie Irving, we gonna see a lot of apologies when the truth come out. But it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late. That's why they holding that autopsy. But like I was saying, with Caucasian people, they gotta hold up a certain image in their neighborhood, at their jobs. So all this stuff being exposed, trust me, they got friends that looking at their kids sideways. Benjamin Hudson, they looking at his friends, looking at his son like, bro, you might be a murderer, dog. Trust me. Trust me. They got to keep this perfect act going on in their community, dog. But now that we know that their kids was on that island doing all type of drugs, drunk, and they going to college. Look, this is the thing about it. 100K ain't gonna save nobody. They want 200K. They ain't gonna save them, bro. They names already destroyed. Wherever they go, whatever college they get into, their names are already destroyed. Their names are already destroyed. Wherever they go. So that's what they hate about the internet. Back in the day, Mississippi and the racist Caucasian people, they used to burn up the evidence. They used to hide the truth, especially in Mississippi, dog. They can't do that no more. And now you got racist Caucasian people in my live stream because all they do is focus on black people. That's all they do. But they'll never make a video about the dude who just shot up 8 Caucasian people in Idaho. They'll never hold their own people accountable. They let their own people get away with murder every time. They sweep it under the rug. In these sundown towns, racist people stick together no matter what, bro. That's what they do. Let's read them. Countless large voices across social media declared them guilty of crimes they could not have committed and have never been charged with. Their names, faces, and personal information were spread across the internet. They and their families have received thousands of hateful messages, death threats, and calls for violence. Nobody is sending threats at nobody. They have been threatened online and in person countless times. You see, these people love to play the victim. The KKK loves to play the victim, bro. There have been bomb threats, packages sent, credible threats of which arrests have been made. Now, if people sending bomb threats, they not Black American, bro. Because we don't move like that. We don't send bomb threats to nobody. We don't even say the word bomb. Parents have feared for their children's safety. Lives have been turned upside down, and some have had to go into hiding. Well, welcome to the world of the Black American people. When the media lie on us, you ruin our people's lives. You ruin Carmelo Anthony's life, his parents' life, before you even seen a video, before you even seen a picture. You ruined their lives. Y'all sent them threats. You said, go find a rope for Carmelo. Come on, bruh. But now you want to cry. Come on, man. Let's go. Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, and the usual. Wait, hold on. I know I ain't just see that. Hold up. Like I said, this is my first time reading this. Hold up. I know my boy didn't use the words usual suspects. I know Benny didn't use the words usual suspects. I know he didn't. I ain't see that. Hold on. I ain't see that. This is typical tactic. No, hold on. Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, and the usual suspects of social media personalities, national news media, and local provocateurs continue to invent and spread false narratives and lies with no accountability. Your boy said the usual suspects, and this is Mississippi, bro. This is how they talk. See, if we heard him in real life, he really wanted to say the N word. But this is a doctor talking like this. Hold on. This is a doctor talking like this. So what you think he do to the usual suspects when they come to his doctors, when they come to the hospital, when they come to see him? How you think he treat his usual suspects? I told y'all, bro. A lot of people that's in the KKK, they are your doctors. They are your attorneys. They are your judges. They are your police officers. Malpractice. Come on, man. But if a black person was to talk like this, they going to strip you of your medical license. But he get to talk like this. No accountability. Remember white woman sticking pins in the black quarterback dog? Come on, man. And remember the nurse in Virginia? She was breaking the bone. I made videos about her. She was breaking the bones of black babies. This is what these people do, bruh. This is what they do. I'm talking about as a whole. It might not be every Caucasian person, but I'm talking about as a whole, bruh. Especially in Mississippi. These racist Caucasian people are evil as hell. And they hide behind religion. They hide behind politics. That's all they do. This is the typical tactic of Ben Crump and the like. They come to communities like the Gulf Coast under the guise of seeking justice, but it has become painfully clear that their version of justice is stirring division. See, he talking about stirring division. My dude, Benjamin, Mississippi been divided. Where you been at? Mississippi been divided. You ever heard of the Devil's Punch Bowl? Google, I want y'all to pause from this live right quick and just Google the Devil's Punch Bowl and tell me what you see. Tell me explain what you read. Mississippi been divided. What he talking about? Come on, man. See, their old tactics of having sympathy, we ain't falling for that shit. I know about the Punch Bowl. Yeah. Come on, bro. Who do you think they talking to? This is typical tactic of Ben Crump and the like. They come to communities like the Gulf Coast under the guise of seeking justice, but it has become painfully clear their version of justice is stirring division, ruining lives, and then leaving when the money is dried up. We have seen this same pattern time and time again, most recently during the Carmelo. You know what other pattern we've seen in Mississippi? A pattern where black people go missing or found dangling from a tree or a pole, and nobody knows anything. Found chopped up in the woods, but nobody knows anything. Nobody. That's a pattern I saw. 20,000 black men, women, or children. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know. Oh, shit. My bad. Hold on. I'm at the pen that. No matter no matter what anyone believes about an ongoing investigation, our legal system exists for a reason. See, this is the voice of a racist Caucasian people, bro. Dude said, no matter what anyone believes about an ongoing investigation, our legal system exists for a reason. Evidence belongs in the hands of the law enforcement, aka the KKK, and the courts, and not in online mob campaigns. Speaking of, he said, evidence belongs in the hands of law enforcement and the courts, and not in online mob campaigns fueled by rumors, edited clips, edited speculation. Since he want to talk about mobs, let's pull up a little history. Like I say, after this, we're gonna get to Willie D video with old girl. I think her name Janet. My bad, old girl. Since he want to talk about mobs, Ocean Springs. (1901). Here we go. Here we go. Make sure we got the words right. In early 1901, since he want to talk about mobs, let's go back to Ocean Springs, Mississippi history and what they are known for. People don't talk about them. In early February 1901, Warren Stewart, how ironic, Warren Stewart, a black milkman who worked in his family's dairy business near Ocean Springs, Mississippi, was accused of assaulting a white woman. Bloodhounds were reportedly used to track a suspect, and Stewart was arrested and taken to Ocean Springs jail. Before he could receive a full trial, a white mob, since he want to talk about mobs, since he want to bring up mobs, a white mob removed him from custody, took him outside of town, and unalived him. Newspapers celebrated the mob's actions rather than condemning them, reflecting the racial climate of the time. Years later, Stewart's descendants began researching the case and found that newspapers' reports conflicted with one another. Some articles even changed his name, age, and the identity of the accuser. Come on, bruh. This happened in Ocean Springs, Mississippi in 1901. So what you think happening in 2026, bruh? Come on, bruh. We gonna read that shit again since he want to talk about I told y'all, bruh, I love history. Because history tells you what a city is. They can fake like they religious, all that goofy shit. But history reminds you who these people are, bruh. See, in 1901, our people was getting money. They ain't gonna tell you that. So Warren Stewart, his family had their own business. They really murdered him because they was hating, bruh. He didn't assault a white woman. God bless you, bro. Thank you for everything you do and speaking for. Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate you for that 10, dog. Thank you. Thank y'all for the support today. Damn. I don't really get this. Like, I appreciate y'all, man. But we putting in work. Let's go back. Like I said, we got a lot to cover today. Your boy Benjamin said, wait, let's go back. What he said, okay. No matter no matter what anyone believes about an ongoing investigation, our legal system exists for a reason. Evidence belongs in the hands of the law enforcement and the courts and not in online mob campaigns fueled by rumors, edited clips, edited audio, speculation, or misinformation. Come on, bro. Now let's go back to what they in 1901. They didn't have the internet, but guess what they was doing? They was tampering with the newspapers. They was lying in the articles. They had the power to edit the articles. That's what they was doing. So now he mad that people online are telling the truth. You see? Let's read again. In early February 1901, Warren Stewart, a black milkman who worked in his family's dairy business near Ocean Springs, Mississippi, was accused of assaulting a white woman. Bloodhounds were reportedly used to track a suspect, and Stewart was arrested and taken to Ocean Springs jail. Before he could receive a full trial, a white mob removed him from custody, took him outside of town and unalived him. So you know what they did, right? They got a rope and they found the tree. They did what they did and they took a picture. The picture's still online. Matter of fact, look up his name, Warren Stewart. They got like a little memorial. You know how they do when they use ropes on our people. You know what they did, how they apologized. Contemporary newspapers celebrated the mob's actions rather than condemning them, reflecting the racial climate of the time. They still do this. They did that for Carmelo Anthony. He was accused, no pictures, no videos, and they was happy as hell he got charged. 17 years old, and everybody was posting his whole family online. Come on, bruh. Years later, Stewart's descendants began researching the case and found that newspaper reports conflicted with one another. Some articles even changed his name, age, and the identity of the accuser. See what they was doing back then in 1901? Imagine how many lies they told on our people, bruh. They got them killed. His family described him as a hard-working, respected milkman and believed the accusation was false. They also said the event traumatized the family, contributing to their decision to leave Mississippi and eventually relocate to Harlem, where the story was rarely discussed for generations. Today, the case is remembered as one example of the racial violence that occurred during the Jim Crow era, when many black Americans were denied due process and faced mob violence after accusations. You see? Hold on. I'm going to slow this down for y'all. Today, the case is remembered as one example of the racial violence that occurred during the Jim Crow era, when many black Americans were denied due process and faced mob violence after accusations that were never fully tested in court. While the historical record confirms that Warren Stewart was killed by a mob after his arrest, the underlying allegation has been conclusively established, and historians note that many such accusations that era cannot be independently verified. So these people always want to talk about fairness and let the law do their jobs, but never a time in history have we received the same energy. When they accuse us of something, we really guilty. We never get due process. We never get a fair trial. But when they guilty, they want to cry. But they've been doing this to our people for generations and generations. Come on, bruh. They work in mob violence. He talking about, you do Benjamin talking about a mob. Dude, y'all people so cowardly, bruh. Y'all don't attack one-on-one. You need a mob to attack black people. It was thousands of people that broke inside this jail for Warren Stewart in 1901, and nobody got charged. Come on, bruh. And nobody got charged. And this happened all across this country, bruh. But now they want to talk about, oh, y'all speculating. Oh, y'all spreading rumors, bruh. Y'all use the newspapers to ruin our lives. Y'all use the media to ruin our ancestors' lives. Come on. But you want us to have sympathy? Man, get the hell out of here. This must stop. Hold on, let's go down. This must stop. This fund is created for the sole purpose of fighting these individuals. Our goal is simple and twofold. Our first goal is to raise money to defend these friends against incoming wrongful death actions. See, he knows something. He knows something we don't know. Our first goal is to raise money to defend these friends' these friends against incoming wrongful death actions filed by attorney Ben Crump and his team. Our second goal is to fund a robust legal team to sue for the litany of slander and libel being spread by not only Crump, but also many social media influencers, news outlets, and local provocateurs who know better. If litigation becomes necessary, this fund will help provide financial support needed to investigate claims. See, he really telling on himself. That 100K, 200K, whatever it is, they already know they're about to be charged. They already know they're about to be charged for accessory to murder. They already know. Come on. Remember the white boy asking Trump to let them loose? He checked by the... Come on, man. Ben Crump never said anything. That is a waste of time. That money is to keep it and run. He should have used his 50K, that BS. Why is their boat insurance not defending them? Exactly. They plan to scare you off social media. They should have fled the country. Yep. I love how you laugh at that dumb ass. Hey, bro, you gotta laugh at these people, bro. You gotta laugh at them. Begging the Most High for that day. That's a fact. Make sure to get them all. Yep. Go ahead. Sue, you are a joker, my son. Won't tell what they know yet. No. Oh yeah, they know, bro. They're about to get charged, but they're about to get indicted, dog. We're about to see when this autopsy comes out, bro. They're about to get charged. That's why they raising money. That's the real reason why they raising money, bro. And then the worst thing that hurt them was doing them interviews with Officer Raccoon. That really hurt them, bro. When they did those interviews with Officer Raccoon, they messed up. But okay. But this is what Caucasian people do. When racist Caucasian people are guilty, they run to the media first. They run to do interviews. Look at what happened with the Austin Metcalf situation. Right after, the same day, his mother and the son and the father ran to every news outlet. And Austin Metcalf lied. Not Austin, Hunter Metcalf, he lied. So when Carmelo get a retrial, everything he said on the news, when he take that stand, he has to say it. He got to say, oh, I didn't know Carmelo. He knew Carmelo. But he lied and said he never met him. And Hunter is the reason his brother is dead, because Hunter said he turned around, he didn't see the stabbing. He lied. He caused the stabbing. He started the whole altercation. Austin wasn't the confrontational twin. It was Hunter. So that's why you look in every video and picture, Hunter always looks mad. He mad because he's guilty. He the reason why his brother is gone. Appreciate you, Nicole. Thank you for that. So when racist Caucasian people are lying, they run to the media to try to control the narrative. They run to do these big interviews to control the narrative. So that's how we know they lying. He sure did, and now he has to live with that. That's a fact, Nicole. That's a fact. All kinds of gremlin just causing all kinds of chaos. Hunter should have been charged, not Carmelo. That's a fact. But with Carmelo, because Carmelo go back to court twice this month, later this month. When he get that retrial, the truth is gonna come out. See, Give, Send, Go thought they can ruin Carmelo and his parents' life. But they wasn't expecting him to get 6 attorneys. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6. They wasn't expecting that. They thought his family not getting that 600, 700K would hurt them. It probably hurt them, but they got people that got their back. They wasn't expecting that. So that's the power of us, bro, because it can happen to your family, and you're going to need somebody to speak up for you. You feel me? The litigation becomes necessary. This fund will help provide the financial support needed to investigate claims, retain legal counsel, preserve evidence, and hold accountable those who cross the line from expressing opinions into conduct the law may recognize as actionable. In any jurisdiction, we can't find them. We can't find them. This is not about silencing legitimate discussion of respectful disagreement. People are free to ask. What? They said people are free to ask. Like you a slave master. People are free to ask. We ain't asking you shit. We know what happened. Oh yeah, Roach is gone. Energy. Can't wait for them to turn on Officer Raccoon. Oh yeah, appreciate that $2. Energy Auto. They go turn on Officer Raccoon. It's only a matter of time. Because them interviews is the icing on the cake, bro. By them doing them interviews, trying to make themselves look innocent, it really made them look even more guilty. They talk so much, it gave people more answers. That's why I said on my last video I did, I said the more they lie, the more they tell the truth. How ironic. The more they lie, the more they tell the truth. But for the people who just coming in, this is Ocean Springs, Mississippi. This is who they are. And I want y'all, don't take my word for it. Go do your research after, because I love doing my research on these cities. When they start talking about, oh, black people just speculating, we would never harm a black person. Just do your research, bro. In early February 1901, Warren Stewart, a black milkman who worked in his family's dairy business near Ocean Springs, Mississippi, was accused of assaulting a white woman. He didn't assault a white woman. They was hating on him because his family had a business. He was a black family. They owned business in Mississippi in 1901. They was hating on his family. I told y'all, they are our original haters. We didn't just have Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. We had Black Wall Street in Mississippi. We had Black Wall Street in New Orleans. We had Black Wall Street in Atlanta. We had Black Wall Street in Florida. We had Black Wall Street in New York. We had Black Wall Street in California. We had Black Wall Street in Texas, in Chicago, Milwaukee. They ain't gonna tell you that though, because they hated so much. They started flooding our black towns. They started dropping bombs on our black towns. They started setting our black towns on fire. We was never worried about these people. They always worried about us. So when you see racist Caucasian people in my live stream, bro, they just doing what their ancestors always did, minding our business. We always thrive, bro. Even during slavery, after slavery, nothing stopped us. That's why I always say, never be down on yourself. Never be stressed out, bro. Like, I know we go through moments where you stressed out, you don't know how you go do this, do that. Bro, if our ancestors can overcome slavery and still buy land, still buy homes, still create black Wall Streets all over this country, what you think you can do in 2026? Nothing is impossible, bro. This is all material shit. Ain't nothing impossible. If they can overcome all that stuff, what you think we can do? Come on, bruh. Go do y'all research after this live, bruh. We had black Wall Streets all over this country, but they dropped bombs on our black Wall Streets. They used the police department to drop bombs on us. Even when we got our black army, the Black Panthers. When we got our black army, what they did, they harassed us, but they never harassed the KKK. They never harassed the KKK, but they harassed the Black Panthers, though. People who was trying to feed the community. The Black Panthers was so real, they weren't even just trying to feed black people. They was feeding all poor people. All people who was going through stuff, they was feeding them. They didn't turn around nobody because they was white or because black people was just the priority. We came first. We was the priority. They ain't turn around no poor Mexican kids, no poor black or white people, Asian. They ain't turn around nobody, bro, because we don't operate like that. But black Americans was just the priority for the Black Panthers. We was priority. Come on, man. So you attack people who feeding people, but you don't attack people that's using ropes on people. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Appreciate you, pilot. Come on, man. Now watch, you after this way here, this give, send, go, you about to see a lot of raccoons, because raccoons running. This is what I noticed. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this phone on charge right quick. Hold on. This is what I noticed about raccoons, what I'm starting to see. Raccoons running out of talking points. They've been doing their best to take up for these racist Caucasian people. They've been doing their best. They've been doing their best. But it's like they running, even the raccoons starting to agree with us. That's when you know you racist. You got the raccoons calling this out, calling the give, send, go out. Come on, bruh. So let's go to Willie D. And again, bro, shout out to Willie D, bro. He be putting in work, man. Willie D is like an AI robot. They didn't harass them because they're members. Come on, man. The Tethernator. The Tethernator. Hey, that's a cool name, bro. Appreciate that $1.99. Yup. Even TRN, the raccoons running out of talking points. The raccoons running out of talking points. Like, they running out.
I run a podcast.
He said too, not even the raccoons are on their side. Bro, the raccoons like, what the hell going on? And again, bro, because you know how YouTubers are when you react to their content. So, like I say, I don't really react to YouTubers' content, but like now, you gotta adapt. You gotta adapt. So now when I react to somebody's content, I want to make sure I shout them out for real and give them their respects and not just use their content to get views, because people put their hard work into their content, and I don't want to just come and, So shout out to Willie D, bro, for putting in that work, making these raccoons mad. Willie D be making these raccoons mad. Shout out to Willie D, bro, for putting in that work. Audio expert breaks silence after death threats over Nolan Wells. Hey man, y'all go subscribe to Willie D YouTube channel. Support the brother, man.
To all of the trolls, I need to let you know, you get no respect over here. We don't like you. We're going to treat you just like your daddy treated you. We're gonna ban you. That's right. The block party has officially started.
Willie D talk like me.
Like
Hey y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I don't watch other content creators, you know. I don't really watch other content creators. Uh I watch my boy Big Kish, Water God TV. But I don't watch other content creators. I just don't, because I like to have my own perspective. I like to have my own voice and like original thoughts. So I don't really watch Willie D, but like he talking like me. Shout out to Willie D, bro. I ain't know he talk like this. Let's go. I know how he rap, but you know.
Let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash
Throw up your flag.
Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now.
Go subscribe to that man, Willie D, man.
So you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Family, I gotta first of all, straight out the gate, say to all of the trolls, I need to let you know, you get no respect over here. We don't like you. We're gonna treat you just like your daddy treated you. We're gonna abandon you. That's right. The block party has officially started. You coming here acting like you ain't got no manners the way your mammy and pappy raised you, you're gonna get blocked immediately. I'm talking about super fast. I got my girl China Carter on deck, and she ready. She cocked and loaded, ready to send you back to the uncivilized place that you come from. All right. Now, the investigation into the death of Nolan Wells continues to generate intense public interest. And one of the most debated pieces of evidence has been a set of audio recordings that independent audio engineer Janetta Brantley enhanced. Not to tell people what to believe, but to make it cleaner so that they can judge for themselves. Joining me right now is Janetta. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
And I want to say this. You notice how when we put out information, when black people put out information, they so quick to say it's not true. But I want y'all to go back to the Carmelo Anthony situation on Juneteenth. When they released the video, when they had the body cam footage on Carmelo, hold on. When they had the body cam footage on Carmelo, notice they never showed his face or his lips. So you remember the part when Carmelo said, I did it. I told him not to touch me. We never heard Carmelo's voice. We never saw his lips moving. We never saw his face. Mind you, these people had that audio and that video for over a year. What you think they did to that audio and that video while they had it? You don't think they tampered with that video and the audio? You don't think they added something? Because with Carmelo, when they said, I did it, I told him not to touch me. Can I please self-defense? How we know Carmelo said that? We didn't see his lips moving. We didn't see his face. I don't believe he said that, bruh. I don't believe he said that. They never show Carmelo's face on that body cam footage, only the back of his head. I don't believe none of that. When he said, I did it, they didn't even sound like you, the voice didn't even match. I believe they added that audio while they had it for over a year. I believe they added that to railroad him. That's why his trial only lasted 7 days and he got 35 years. They went to court on a Saturday. Come on, man. Like they did edit the boat audio. Come on, that's a fact. I don't know about y'all, but I don't believe anything Caucasian people tell me to believe. I don't care. Put this phone on the charger. I don't believe anything Caucasian people tell me to believe. I just don't believe it, bruh. I don't believe it. After everything they lie about, school, I don't believe Caucasian people, bro. I just don't, man. I don't. Y'all can believe them. I don't. Especially when they have the audio and the video for over a year. And even the boat audio, it took them 22 days to give us the whole boat audio with Nolan Wells. Come on, man.
Oh, I'm great. I'm great. I got the #1 troublemaker in the country online right now. What? Look, you stirred up a wasp nest. I mean, all you was doing, I guess, was just trying to get to the truth. Just there's a lot, as I said, there's
Facts,
a lot of
Zone.
interest in this case, and
I don't believe Carmelo said, yeah, I know how it goes. I rewinded several times. Chill RN, appreciate you again for that $9.99. Damn, I appreciate you for real. Like, I'm the same way. I don't believe anything because that voice, it didn't match. Like, my gut feeling, I told y'all, bro, I go through life and I trust my gut feeling. I used to bite my tongue a lot and not say stuff, but when I feel something now, as I got older, I say it. But if I feel it, I'm not wrong. So when that audio came out and they had the body cam footage, I said, wait, this don't match. Why would he even say that? It don't make sense to say that. They added the audio for Carmelo Anthony, bro. That's why they rushed the trial, so we wouldn't catch on to nothing. That's why the judge did a whole interview to rub it in our faces. Always trust it. Come on, man. Always. I go through life like that. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If I feel something, I'm gonna say it. Because I'm not wrong if I feel it, if that makes sense. Crump can't even speak English. Y'all, wow.
For you to take it upon yourself to go in and say, I can do something about this. I want to use my skills to really listen to what's going on. When you first started cleaning that audio up, was you doing it just for self-satisfaction, or was you saying, I'm going to clean this up so the public can really hear what's going on? Or when you cleared it up and you heard it, did you, before you cleared it up, was you just doing it for yourself, and then once it got cleaned up, you said, you know what? I think the people need to hear this.
When I was cleaning it up, what made me clean it up is because when I heard it the first time, when I heard it that morning, I have no idea when it was released, but when I heard it that morning of the 26th on Sunday morning, I heard some things that was already standing out to me even before cleaning, and those things that I heard was already concerning, like it was troubling what I thought I was hearing. So initially when I was cleaning it up, it was really for me to try and get clarity on some of the things that I thought that I was hearing. But once I started cleaning it and some of those things actually stood out, and I actually started realizing, I think this is exactly what I heard. That's what made me want to put it out to just make sure I'm not tripping. Like, y'all be the judge. This is what I heard, but don't take what I'm saying as facts. Like, I want y'all to listen too and see, let's converse about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what y'all think y'all are hearing.
See, I love my comment section, bro. Somebody said, Jack said, they call in other experts, but we ain't supposed to believe this expert, though. You see? They want you. I ain't gonna cap. I'm going to believe a black woman before I believe anybody that's Caucasian. I don't care. Take it how you want to take it. It is what it is. I'm going to believe a black woman or a black man before I believe anybody Caucasian, bruh. They can call they experts, like you just said, Jack. They can call they experts 24/7, and they want you to believe everything they say. And see, that's how Caucasian people have gotten so far with everything. All they gotta do is put them on and call them a scientist. Just like the scientist in New Orleans, he went to Tulane. This dude said it's time for people in New Orleans to pack up and move further north because New Orleans is eroding. The land is sinking. But the people that's working the land, they came back 2 weeks later and said, no, he's lying. Matter of fact, the weather, the rain is creating new land in New Orleans. So it's land that's eroding, but it's also new land that's being formed. You see? They always lie, bruh. This is the Caucasian way, is to lie. Lie, kill, steal, and destroy. That's how they took over the world. This how they took over the world. But when we get our experts on platforms, oh, they not the truth. Look at their history. They've been to jail. Okay. Look at Trump history. Grab them by the what? Look at Bill Clinton history. Joe Biden history. All these people got a criminal history. But they just got the complexion for the protection. That's it. That's it. That's it. Uncivilized mutt. See, Willie D, see them old school dudes, they know how to like assault you with words. You be like, man, come on, bro, we gotta fight. Nah, we gotta fight, bro. I can't talk that talk, but we can fight. So when we get our experts on, they wanna drag you down and talk about their past and history. But you got raccoons who will put on a MAGA hat. And you can be whatever, Republican or Democrat. But once you put on a MAGA hat and you black, bruh, I know content creators. Black content creators who put on a MAGA hat and they lost all support, bruh. Because they was really grifting. They was trying to go. They thought they made it. But now they want to talk down on the black community. And they wondering why they can't get no support. Bruh. Once you put on that MAGA hat, you're cooked. Even white folks like, what the hell going on with this one? Raccoon City. Hey, man, I gotta screenshot that. That's a series right there. That's a Dave Chappelle. Welcome to Raccoon City. Damn, bro. Lie, gaslight, colonize, destroy. That's a fact. The Tethanator. That's a fact. It's Rockstar. I think Carmelo's parents would be able to use the crowdfunding site Willie D mentioned in the live stream. It has a category for legal expenses. Okay. Don't need to put on a MAGA hat. Exactly. But these raccoons do anything, bruh, to get attention and to get $1. But it don't last long.
But that's where that came from.
Now, before we go any further, this is one of the questions that your detractors want to know. What qualifies you to clean up this audio and for us to trust that you know exactly what you're doing? How can we trust you with this audio enhancement?
It's what I do for a living. It's literally my profession. I have a bachelor's in music production and a master's in entertainment
Thank
business.
you.
But with that bachelor's in music production from Full Sail, they also taught, audio engineering and things like that. And so today, for the past decade, I've been doing that for a living in post and TV, where I clean up dialogue, I enhancing and edit dialogue for a living. I do sound design. I do everything that comes within post-production work is literally what I do for a living and have been doing that for the past 10 years.
And what did you do to enhance the recording? Did you add anything?
I did not.
Certainly remove the background noise.
The only thing I added was gain, and gain is to just basically enhance the volume. That's really it. Like I EQ'd, subtracted EQ, which is I subtracted some of the frequencies that I didn't need that was making it more difficult to hear, and I boosted some areas of the EQ.
Now, see, they want you to believe Caucasian experts, but when we get Black American experts that put in work, they want you to question them. They go start pulling up their history files. Oh, they been to jail. They been to prison. Okay, Trump was grabbing chicks by the P word. Bill Clinton was doing what he was doing inside of the White House, and people still praise them. They still got a second chance at life, third, fourth, fifth chance. But when it comes to black people, you commit a crime, they want to label you that for life. You go to prison at 20, you do 10 years or whatever, you get your life right, you good. They want to label you an inmate for life. No, we don't do that around here. We don't do that around here. We don't do that. No problem, man. People can always reinvent themselves, especially our people, because we don't get second chances in this justice system, dog. Caucasian people do, though. They get second chances. Like I told y'all, look at the Julio Fulio case. Okay, them kids was in the streets. They did what they did. But I promise you, if they would have got a second chance, if they would have went through that and got a second chance at life, bro, in my opinion, a lot of them dudes would have moved away from Florida because they saw the consequences. I don't care what nobody say, your brain don't develop, especially as a man at 25. I believe when you start hitting your 30s, 32, 33, that's when you start looking at your consequences and stuff. Like stuff start making sense. See, but black kids, black young men, they don't get second chances in this system. You fuck up once, you got prison for life or death row. Caucasian kids, everybody taking up for them, even raccoons. Somebody said, damn it, Bart. Exactly. Justice for Nolan. Come on, man. I agree with that about brain development. Oh, yeah, man. Like, you start thinking about your life and shit when you get in your 30s as a black man. That's what I know. Some got... It depends on experiences in life, too. But as a whole, bro, I feel like once you get that 32, 33 age, you like, oh, shit, this life shit's serious. Let me get my shit together. And if those kids in that Julio Fulio case would have got a second chance, punish them a little bit. But if they would have got a second chance at life, I promise you, and the right rehabilitation. But see, prison not for rehabilitation. Prison is so you can live like an animal. They want you to be a slave. Like, you really got to make up your mind that you want to change in prison. But they don't set the conditions right. They just want to make money off of our people. It should be 20. Knowledge come after school for many. Everybody need one on one game. Facts. I know a white high school dropout drug dealer who been in jail several chances, who is the head GC for a top construction company. See? Exactly. See, they get chance after chance after chance. So that's why I love to see our people who maybe went to prison, messed up their life when they was young. But see, people don't talk about this. People don't talk about the people who went to prison. And sometimes prison be saving them. Sometimes they lock in prison. And once some people in prison be doing better than the people that's out in the free world. See, because people don't even know, man. Look, let's break this down. Like people talking about her. She went to jail, prison, whatever like that, right? This is what I learned. Hold on. I'm going to read this first. That's why they are abolishing juvenile life. Facts. Appreciate that again, man. Appreciate that 199. But it's people in prison that's doing better than a lot of people that's in the free world. You know why? Because prison really is a state of mind. You know how many people that's in the free world that's in prison in their mind? Damn. So you might have people, raccoons on the internet talking about this woman or talking about black people who go to prison, but a lot of those people are in prison themselves. They hate their marriage. They hate their house. They have so much regret they can't enjoy their life. That's prison. That's prison. So that's why you see them always talking down, especially on black people, because they in a mental prison and they can't escape it. And it's really slowing them down. But they have so much envy. They have so much jealousy. They have so much anger for black American people. They can't stop. But that's actually slowing them down. See, I thought cancer. Come on, man. It's people that's in prison that's doing way better than people in the free world. It's people in prison that's making money, that's running businesses. And one day they go get out and they doing better. It's people that go to prison and they come out and they locked in on life. They locked in on life, bruh. So you can never talk down on somebody's past, because a lot of time that's what actually helped them. So maybe her going to jail, prison, whatever, maybe that helped her go to school to become a professional engineer. Come on, bruh. Sometimes that's why I learned in life. Sometimes that downfall in your life is really not a downfall. Sometimes you really needed that shit to wake you up. A lot of people never get woken up. A lot of people go through life safe. They never went to prison. They never went to jail. They never got on child support. They never lost their family. They never got a divorce. They never lost a kid. They never did anything. And they go through life talking down on people that been through shit that they'll never go through. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. A lot of people get turned to a beast and they start focusing on life because they've been through shit. They got a reason to wake up. Come on, man. Shout out to life, bro. Shout out to life teaching us these lessons that we needed to learn to keep us going forward. That's what I love. So when you see raccoons on the internet talking down on people, whether they been to prison, whether they on child support, whether they lost their family, whether they just going through shit, a lot of times those people haven't been through anything. And because they haven't been through anything, they haven't grown. They haven't had any growth. They stuck. So they can't come to the internet with anything to talk about for real. I was just talking to one of my partners about this earlier today. Remember Freddy Krueger was killed by his own kind and they suffered in so much silence it haunted their children. Damn. The books say love and communication, by the way. They hate themselves. Exactly. So before we finish, man, exactly, Malcolm was in prison. I want to say shout out to the people who overcame all these obstacles, bro. Because I noticed something. When you overcome obstacles in life, you don't talk down on people. I noticed that. People who overcame stuff in life, they don't talk down on people. But the people who had this so-called perfect life, they just got through life. I don't have no kids. I got the perfect family. They They always talking down on people, but they got the perfect family, the perfect house, the perfect car. They don't have kids. They don't have this, but they always talking down on people. Hmm. Make it make sense. Let's go.
But adding anything or altering or doctoring anything, as they've been saying, is just completely false. Like,
Come on.
I literally used VSTs or plugins that any engineer has access to, and not even just music and sound people. People that work in film, editors have access to the same thing. EQ, gain, compression are like the main three plugins that are typically used, and those are the main three that I use, staying completely away from AI.
Right. Now, I'm not trying to put anybody on that.
If your workflow looks like 12 open
My mom would say, keep on living. That's a fact.
But it just appears to me that, look, and listen, this is a shoe fit wear scenario now. If the shoe
Fair use.
But it just seems like to me that a lot of the hate, it ain't even just associated with the fact that you did something that could possibly point fingers at certain people. It appears to me that a lot of the hate comes from the fact that some people think that things are not authentic unless white people approve them or white people do it. I do believe, now, I believe that if you were a white woman who presented this enhanced audio,
Good point.
I think that it would be more accepted by mainstream, and I think they'd be all over you. But because you are a black woman, they're trying to discredit you because they can't stand that black excellence. Yeah, they can't stand it, man. It kills them that you beat them to the punch. That's what I saw. You beat them to the punch, and you reminded them of how brilliant black people are. That's right, I said it. You reminded them of how brilliant black people are.
And Willie D not lying. One day I was thinking, bruh, and I jumped up. I said, damn, white people haven't created anything in this country. They only stole it and lied and said they created it. From the food to the alcohol to the games to the traffic signs to the designs to the music, even the music. They stole all the music from black people. I was thinking one day, they stole everything. Everything. They stole it. They didn't create anything. They stole everything. So when they do see black people like really using their brain, they hate that shit. They hate it because they can never compete with that. Never. Sometimes I'm saying, exactly. They didn't create anything. They stole, they lied, they killed for it. That's it. They never created anything. They never worked hard for nothing. Nothing. Stole everything, dog.
That underscores the fact that a lot of them fear us because they fear what we would become if we had the resources. You had the resources to go in there and enhance that audio, and look what happened. This is what I want to do. I see Nancy Grace interviewing everybody. I mean, she interviewing everybody she can get her hands on. I think I saw
Me too.
her interviewing a dog watcher, but just anybody. She's just grabbing them, snatching them everywhere. And I'm hearing people talk, Auntie Nancy.
Facts.
I'm getting some feedback on maybe on your end, I think.
The tether, that's a fact.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? So I'm hearing some feedback.
Let me see. 1 second.
We'll trip around the sun.
And I enjoy myself too. I'll take the videos.
As we're saying that the actual audio is fake and it's been manipulated.
Honestly, I'm.
I appreciate you. Mine I 8595. Thank you for that. Man, I appreciate y'all today, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Let's carry on.
I'm trying not to respond as much, other than when I actually showed when I put that video out of me actually showing from top to bottom how I went to YouTube, downloaded the source from there, pulled it into Logic, and just did some quick little things, quick little processing to show that I didn't do anything fraudulent. I didn't add anything extra. I didn't commit alchemy or do some type of magic. Like I did what anybody can do. And so at this point, it's like their own biases, and they're just doing what they do best. People are peopling.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Being an artist, I'm not as skilled as you are with audio engineering and cleaning up stuff like that. But I got enough skills to. If I had thought about that, I would have went in and tried to do it. I would have went in. I was like, bullshit. Well, that was trillion of you. Actually, like with all of the thousands of people who are engineers out there, like it's like nobody.
And see, this how the ancestors work, bro. They would use somebody that's random to solve a case. By her doing that audio like that, it exposed the truth. That's why they really mad and they're attacking her, because she exposed the truth. Mississippi wasn't going to do that. Matter of fact, Mississippi added music so you couldn't hear the beginning of the audio. See, they mad now that she did this. It's going to be more black people that do that when cases come out. I'm telling you, bro. That's why they mad at the internet. That's why.
Either bothered or they said, or they said that, or they didn't, think about it, like. But you had the presence of mind to not think about it, just think about it, but also act on it. And when you did, or you talk about stirring pot. Now, I asked you about Nancy Grace. That's where we got, we started, the sound started breaking up. But going back to Nancy Grace has interviewed everybody she can think of. And what I want to know is, have you received any communication from her? Has anybody from her team reached out to you?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So what's going on with that? Are you talking to them? Or you already did it?
I will be talking to them. Yes.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, okay, I won't belabor that then. I'll get on off the gas, because I'm like, because I'm like, anybody reporting on this? Anybody who's serious about
What's poppin',
getting
Keisha?
some answers.
So when you see raccoons on the internet that's mad, see, they be mad. I'm talking about raccoons that are content creators. A lot of raccoons, I want y'all to know is them. You could put them in the chat. Put them in the chat if you know raccoons as content creators. But a lot of times they be hating on black content creators because they be pocket watching all day. And these people be having families, and they be, instead of taking care of their family, they be pocket watching all day. They be mad because they didn't think of something first. They be mad because they didn't think of something first. They be mad. So a lot of raccoons, you're going to see them making videos about her because they mad that they didn't think about this first. Raccoons, man. Keep naming them. Keep naming all the raccoons. They hate when they see a black American that's not a raccoon that's really dropping knowledge. They hate it, bruh. They hate it. They hate that they didn't think about it first. But they don't think. They not creative. All they do is watch other people all day, every day. Nothing original about them. A lot of them are tethers, so they not creative. They don't have nothing to talk about. The Hodge twin. Come on, man. Yeah, drop the names of these raccoons, man. Drop the names of all these raccoons. They raise all day, exactly. I don't really watch him, Roland Martin, so I don't know. I don't watch dude. Raccoon, Charleston, not black, white. Copper, yeah, that's all they do. Attorney Dennis Sperling, oh yeah. The car, oh yeah, bro, them dudes. That's a group of tethers, dog. They just be cooning for a check, bro. Raccoon dropping. Oh yeah, I think he the. See, this the biggest. The one I just pinned. He's the biggest hater. He's the biggest hater. But he put on. I saw he put on a MAGA hat, bro. Once you put on a MAGA hat, bro, you are cooked for life, son. You cooked for life. You cooked for life. So all they do is hate, and that hate, you can see it all in their faces. It changes their skin. Just look at them closely. Their skin start changing white. You know, their hate, bruh, is all over their face. Because they not creative. They can't think of nothing. See, a lot of people, and I know a lot of people didn't agree with Kevin Samuels. A lot of people didn't agree with Kevin Samuels. But a lot of tethers was trying to talk down on him, whatever. See, a lot of people can say what they want about Kevin Samuels. At least he was creative. When he talks shit about black men, he talks shit about black women, but he still brought it all together at the end. But still, when he was creating, can't nobody ain't no create, so they hate. They can't create, so they hate. They can't create, so they hate, brother. That's all they do. All of them. So when you see them talking down about black people, bro, and especially this woman right here, it's because they hate because they didn't do it first. They wish they thought of that first. They wish they thought of it first. But they not creative people. What they do is they sit back and they watch black Americans create. That's what everybody did all throughout history. They watch our best of the best create and they copy. Or they talk down on. They don't create anything. Even our worst of the worst people. The rappers who talking about killing one another. Bruh, people, these tethers and haters and raccoons, they can't create, so they hate. That's it. They can't create. So when it comes to black women who just naturally do something, they can't sit with their shit. They're like, damn, how she did this first? Because y'all so busy hating. Y'all so busy watching what we do that you can't create. Bro, I know so many raccoons on YouTube. They so busy hating, worried about what Screamer's doing, worrying about what black people doing. They can't even create what they want to create, bro. Because they hating too much. Stop the hate and start to create. See, as black Americans, we don't have to copy nobody. With my content, I don't have to copy nobody. I can create and believe in myself and my people's support. See, a lot of tethers, raccoons, they don't have that confidence. So they have to cosplay like they Black American, but they still talk down on Black Americans. They don't believe in themselves because a lot of them, they family, and I ain't talking about the immigrants who really rock with us. I'm talking about the tethers, the ones who talk down on our people. They don't believe in themselves because they people left their islands, their country. We never left. We always fighting, no matter what. We always create, no matter what. So you can never be like us. Even at our worst, you can't be like us. You can never create like us. So you have to hate. Because you can never relate. Joy Reid, come on, bro. Stop the hate and start to create. Come on, bro. I got a screenshot of that shit. I got a screenshot of that shit. Come on, bro. Bruh, I know so many raccoons that are YouTubers, dog, and they a raccoon / tether. And all they do is talk down on Black American people. But when you step back, they can't create anything. They can't create. They copy and paste. They copy and paste. Or they, what's the word? Speak to teach. Give me a beat. I'm telling y'all, bro. I blacked out just now, bro. But when I speak about this shit, man, I'm so passionate about creating, bro, because it's just so many haters that hate on Black women. They hate on Black men. They hate on Black families, bro. They hate so much, but they not creating anything. They want to cosplay like they Black, but you not Black. Your mama not from here. So you can't relate. So that's why you hate and don't create. You feel me? They make something Bama. Hey, bro, shout out to Willie D, bro. Like I say, I don't want to play his whole video because he's still trying to get his views. I think he just posted this video 6 hours ago, so get your views up, partner. What? I don't even see what Nora said. I don't know. Let me read y'all comments, man. We have to create because we won't be giving anything up. Exactly, bro. And that's the power of being a Black American, bro. Like, what we put out is original from the jump. And everybody copy. Everybody copy. We the best at whatever we put our energy to, we the best at it. Whatever we decide we want to see, you got these tethers, these raccoons who say, "Oh, I'm a music producer." Where your music at? You producing AI music. Where is your music, partner? Where is your music? Exactly. So as a Black American, bro, never get down on yourself. You create the algorithm. You create the algorithm. Even in our death, we push the algorithm. Nobody cares when Caucasian people die. Nobody cares. But when it's a Black person, it gets pushed. Yeah, AI music, bro. These people they're not really doing nothing, bro. That's why when you see somebody hating so much on other content creators, it's because they can't create. That's it. A creator, instead of hating, he's gonna start creating. He's not gonna compete through hating. He's gonna compete through creating. That's a creative mindset. So as Black Americans, never think you have to study other groups of people or you have to copy people. You are the blueprint. You've been the blueprint. How you think Elvis, all them people got famous? They stole everything. The Beatles, they learned from what? From your boy. From Macon, Georgia. What his name was? It was Lionel Richard. I think it was Lionel Richard. I think he was the first one to take them on tour. Come on, bro. You are the blueprint, so never doubt yourself. Little Richard. Yeah, Little Richard. Little Richard took, I think it was the Beatles or one of those groups. He was the first one to take them on tour, bro. We are the blueprint. They copy everything we do. In every category, they copy everything we do. If they want to get famous on the internet, they have to appease to Black American people. We have to give people that passage to make them famous as content creators. And then they switch up and they go to their people. What Jackson say? Nora, go wash your feet and live. So as a Black American person, bro, never, when you start doubting yourself, start creating. Every crazy idea you get, write it down and attack it. Bring it to action. Like with my photography this month, I got some ideas I'm about to start doing. Tomorrow, I'm going to buy me some. Y'all go see that what I'm doing, no Black person is doing in New Orleans, in this country. And I love that. But see, we can think like that because we didn't leave our country. We didn't leave from an island. We always fighting back. We always strategizing. We always thinking. We always plotting. We always. Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones. Come on, bruh. So never, ever, when you start doubting yourself, don't feed into that shit. Clean up your area, clean up your house, take a shower, put some music on, get you a notebook, get you a pen, and start writing. You are the blueprint in every category of your life. Just like this woman. She maybe went to prison, but she got out. Now she a professional engineer, and she done solved a case without even trying. That's the power of our people. Exactly. That's the power of our people, bruh. So shout out to all my Black American people, man, that you learn how to make a way out of no way. You learn how to use what you got to get what you want. You learn how to bring your ideas into reality. That's the power of our people. That's why we the most hated. That's why we the most hated. That's why they got to make content about us to raise bait us 24/7, bruh. If your life going so good, why you got to make content about Black people that's in the ghetto, that's in the projects? If your life so perfect, your life not perfect. You projecting. So, hey, y'all, we did 2 lives today. Tomorrow, we're going to do a video. We back to the videos. This month going to be a month where we miss no days of content. This month, we going every day. You know, we've been going hard. That's how we doing it, man. You know? So, try not to doubt yourself, bro. Don't let these people gaslight you, because a lot of them not even happy. They not happy. So thank y'all for all the super chats, bro. And again, shout out to Willie D. Shout out to all the videos I use, man. You know, shout out to y'all in the comment section, bro. This was probably like one of my best like interaction with the comment section, and like these comments were great, bro. Shout out to y'all, man. shout out to y'all, bro. I love y'all, dog. So, like I say before I leave, this month, whatever crazy idea you have in your head to create, put that to action. Trust your crazy ideas because guess what? Those are your ideas. Tethers and raccoons, they don't have original ideas. They look at what Black Americans are doing and they copy us. They copy us. We don't copy anyone. We just do. So, hey, man, I love all my people, bruh. Tomorrow we got a video dropping. I'm bringing that pressure. It's up. I'm out.